Good morning, student. Today's chapter, that is second chapter, that is nutrition in animals. Already we have studied the introduction part, and also we are in digestion in humans. So already we have discussed the digestion part of this human body. So already we discussed about cavity, buccal cavity, that is buccal cavity, and also you discuss about teeth, different types of teeth or different kinds of teeth and their various function. Also we discuss about tongue. So today we will discuss about toothache and gum diseases. Toothache. So this sometimes you will get pain in your teeth. So today we will discuss what is the main reason you will feel pain in your teeth, or we can say that is gum diseases. So today we will study toothache and gum disease. So as you all know, this is the teeth diagram. I have shown a teeth diagram, so I will explain it well so that you will understand clearly. So today, if you don't brush your teeth, you will find a yellow sticky substance which is attached to your gum near the side of the teeth. You will find a yellowish substance. What are they called? They are known as plaque. They are known as plaque. These are that yellowish substance. This is what? Yellowish substance. Sticky substance. Sticky substance. You will find in teeth. This is called plaque. This plaque consists of starch. What is consist of? It consists of sugar. Sorry, it consists of sugar. It consists of sugar. This is yellowish sticky substance that is called plaque. It consists of sugar. Or in sugar, it contains some. There in that sugar, they will leave some bacteria. This bacteria will attack the teeth. This bacteria which lives in teeth, in that plaque, that will eat off our teeth. So it will attack first this bacteria which will attack the outer covering of the teeth, that is known as enamel. That is known as ENAMEL. That is called enamel. Got it now? So they will attack this outer covering. This is the hardest cell in the, also called as hardest tissue in our body. This thin layer which is outer covering of the teeth. This is the outer. They are like translucent matter. They are translucent. Light can pass through them. So that is visible part. That is a visible outer covering, thin outer covering of a teeth, called that is enamel. Then next layer in the teeth comes a dental. DENTINE. Dental. This is the second layer. Then it will come. This is pulp. This is the pulp. This is the nerve. This is what the nerve fibers. Nerve fiber. So we can say this is called gum. Gum. Then next, this is bones. Got it now? So what happens if you don't brush your teeth? So there is a yellow sticky substance which will attach to your teeth. It will get deposited on the nearby the teeth. So that is called plaque. That plaque consists of sugar in it. So in that sugar, bacteria will live. They will use the sugar as their food. The bacteria will use their sugar as their food, and they will start producing acid. What they will produce? Acid. They will produce acid. This acid will dissolve this enamel. This acid will dissolve that is known as what it will, which mineral it will dissolve, it dissolve that is known as calcium. This is a mineral, it dissolve, this acid will dissolve calcium. This calcium will make the teeth strong. We require mineral calcium, so in order to keep the teeth very strong. So it will dissolve the calcium. Got it? It will dissolve the calcium. That calcium is required to make the teeth strong, but this bacteria will release acid, and this acid will dissolve calcium. Therefore, a hole will create. A small hole will appear on the surface of the animal. So here hole will appear here. Here hole will start it. Day by day it will become. Day by day it will appear to be. It will reach until this pulp. So a hole will be created here on the enamel and dentin. What is the reason behind it that hole is created? So this acid, bacteria which will release acid, that acid will make a hole inside. Got it now? So it will make a hole inside. So this is called cavity. This is called what? This is called cavity. Cavity is formed. This cavity will make easy for the outer part of the outer food particles and the nerve ending. It will easily, the bacteria or anything will easily touch to the nerve ending. This is the nerve. Got it now? Inside the tooth. This is the cross section of a teeth. So this cavity is formed. So this cavity will cause more pain. When any particles touch this nerve, it will cause severe pain. It will cause severe pain. And it will cause a toothache. You will get pain. This bacteria which is present in the plaque, not only cause toothache, also it will destroy the nerve fiber which is keeping the teeth in a position. Also it will destroy this gum. This gum is destroyed. This gum can be damaged. Not only, therefore, that if the gum is damaged, so the teeth will become loose, and after several days, even it will fall out. It will fall out from your mouth. So it is necessary that you should regularly wash your before eating food. You have to wash your mouth. Okay, and then you have to brush twice a day in order to prevent this toothache disease. So this is the reason why we get toothache. So this is the gum disease. Got it now? So this is the yellowish sticky part that is on plaque, in which it contains sugar, and in the sugar bacteria will live, and this bacteria will release acid, and this acid will dissolve the calcium which is present in the teeth, and due to this dissolve of calcium, a hole appears on the tooth. So this hole is known as cavity. After some time it will reach to the nerve ending, that is pulp. After reaching to the pulp, you will get severe pain on your teeth. So this cavity is formed. This bacteria will not only makes cavity, but also it will damage your gum, and the teeth will become loose and it will fall out even. Got it now? So you need to get rid of this toothache or gum disease. You need to brush regularly, twice a day at least. Got it now? So next we will study about esophagus. We'll study esophagus. Esophagus. So already we have discussed regarding mouth. Digestion process carry out itself in mouth. So in mouth, the food particles, the bigger food particles are crushed or grind by different types of teeth which are present in our mouth, in upper jaw, lower jaw. These teeth will mechanically break down the food particles into a small pieces. After that, it will mix with saliva. This saliva contains enzyme called what? Fetulin, that is also or we can call amylase. This is the enzyme. Enzyme is a catalyst, or it is a substance which released by all living organisms to carry out the. It will act as a catalyst to bring out biochemical reaction. These enzymes, all living organisms have, they will release some substance which will carry out biochemical reaction. So leading biochemical reaction. This fetulin amylase is present in saliva. This amylase will convert starch into sugar. That is known as maltose. They will convert starch into sugar. Amylase in the enzymes which are present in saliva. So in mouth cavity also there is a secret of mucus. What is that? Mucus. This mucus also helps in lubricating the food particles and to make a rough ball which we can easily swallow in our through the esophagus. After this process, what happens? After enzymes which are secreted by the saliva, in presence of saliva, there is amylase, that is enzymes called amylase, which will help in converting starch into sugar. Then also mucus also involved in digestion process. So after that, what happens? Our teeth will break down the food particles, and after that, after some certain digestion process, our tongue also plays an important role. We also talk about tongue. We also discuss about tongue. Our tongue have a taste bud. Also, it will help us to speak. Also, help us to mix the food with saliva, and also help us to swallow the food. After swallowing the food, it will reach to a muscular connecting tube that is called esophagus. We study OESOPHAGUS, esophagus, or we can say food pipe. This part is called esophagus, which is connecting between throat and the stomach. The muscular connecting tube that is connected between throat and stomach. That is known as esophagus. Or 25 you can say. So what happened here? When the food particles enter before entering, what happened? There is a windpipe also. They are both connected simultaneously. So this windpipe is closed. After that windpipe is closed, the food particles enter in the esophagus, that long muscular tube called esophagus. This windpipe, after entering this windpipe, what happened? The muscular which is attached towards the wall of the esophagus tube, the muscular will contract and expand. Therefore, the food particles movement can be caused downwards. So what happens? When the food enters, this part will contract. This upper part will contract. This upper part, muscular part will contract, and then this will expand. This lower part will expand. Contraction, expansion will lead the food particles movement in downward direction. The food particles will move in downward direction. So this movement called peristalsis. Movement. This movement, muscular movement, the movement of these food particles inside the muscular tube called esophagus, that movement is called peristalsis. What is called peristalsis? So after this is the way of the food reach to the stomach, from mouth to stomach. This is the part of esophagus. This is only the function of this esophagus. Now we'll study about what? We'll study about stomach. So Stomach is a bag-like organ which is made up of a lining membrane, which is made up of a thick. The wall is made up of a lining membrane called mucosa. What is called this? It is a bag-like structure. The stomach is a bag-like structure. The wall of the stomach is made up of a lining of what? Lining of membrane called that is mucosa. What is called this? Mucosa. The wall, lining membrane, the outer wall of the stomach is made up of lining of a membrane called mucosa. We can say that is mucosa. What is the role of this thin wall, outer wall of the stomach? They will secrete some mucus, some enzymes called mucus. They will secrete some mucus. So the stomach also have a glands that will, what kind of glands is that? Gastric. It will also secrete, this gland present in the stomach walls secrete gastric juice. What will secrete? Gastric juice. This gastric juice releases what? Enzymes. Second one is, that is, it will release hydrochloric acid. So this wall of the stomach will release some gastric juice that is known as enzymes or hydrochloric acid. These enzymes contain pepsin. P-E-P-S-I-N. Pepsin. Got it now? These enzymes contain pepsin, this pepsin will help in breakdown of the protein. It will pepsin will help in breaking down of protein. So hydrochloric acid is released in the stomach. This hydrochloric acid also helps in churning the food, and it will make a fest. It will make the food particles as a fest. It will help in digestion. So as you all know, if you known to surprise, it will also dissolve a iron nail. It can also dissolve. This hydrochloric is so powerful. Got it now? So this hydrochloric is released in the stomach, and this enzyme called pepsin, which will also help involved in converting the protein, food particles into a protein. So pepsin starts the digestion of protein. The action of enzymes and hydrochloric acid and the churning changes food into a liquid called what? After that, this gastric juice, this will all involve in converting a liquid phase. They will convert this food. This pepsin will digest the protein, and this hydrochloric acid will churn the food and convert into a liquid phase of food, that is called chyme. That is chemia, you can say, or chyme. So this chyme, after that, it will leave the stomach and enter into the small intestine. So next we will study about small intestine. So again, once more I am going to discuss regarding stomach. The stomach is a bag-like structure which the outer lining of the stomach wall is made up of mucosa. This mucosa will help in releasing what? It will secrete some mucus. This mucus will present between the acid of this mucus will present between the wall and the stomach, because if this mucus is absent, it will this acid is so powerful, it will make a hole. It can make a hole in your stomach. So it will prevent in contact with the wall of the stomach. This mucus will prevent the contact of hydrochloric acid with the stomach, we can say in short form HCl. HCl. Got it now? So this mucus will help or prevent the contact of hydrochlorics with the stomach wall, that is mucosa. Therefore, it releases mucus. Got it now? It will release mucus. So there are several glands in the wall. There are several glands in the wall that also contain, that is gastric juice, which will release enzymes and hydrochloric acid. These enzymes contains a pepsin, which will digest protein, which is present in our food items or food particles. So hydrochloric acid also involves in digestion, further digestion of and churning of food, and it will, this whole enzymes and hydrochlorics, they will together, they will make these food particles in the liquid state. After the liquid phase, that is called chyme. This chyme, and after that it will leave the stomach and enter into the small intestine. So I hope today's lesson will be this much. So any doubt, you just ask me. Next we will study small intestine, then large intestine, then rectum, anus. Got it? So then we will complete this digestion in women. Then we will study next topic in this chapter. So got it? I hope you understood. Anything doubt, you just ask me in the comment section, or you can contact me WhatsApp. Thank you.